Hi, this is Tamika Chambers, and I am here again today with you to talk about healing from the inside out, the only true way of healing. And I have found 10 principles that are necessary to heal from the inside out, right? We're talking about trauma, potentially traumatic experiences. I've had mine growing up without my father, misusing of my body, just different things that I've gone through that have allowed me to transcend other experiences. I really feel like that I have had something to help lay out the path for me so that many of the potholes that we see along our earthly journey, I have missed. I have been, there was a detour to carry me around them. And often what I used are principles to help me navigate my life. And so healing from the inside out is, again, what I feel is the only true way of healing. Number one, the first principle is we need to accept and acknowledge our truth. We need to accept what happened to us, acknowledge it, and that is the only way that we really can move past it to the next stage, which is parting ways. That means, okay, I understand that it happened to me. However, I do not have to carry those thoughts in my mind, right? And even if those thoughts come, that I can weather those storms because I know exactly who I am. When I've accepted that it happened, when I have accepted that I am greater than my experience, when I accepted that my life has meaning and purpose, and I dismantle those myths, as in accept and acknowledge truth, I can part ways mentally from them. That when memories come, I don't feel attacked, right? That I can see myself through those experiences. Number three, life storms. You can get calmness through the storm. Is to be calm through the storm, right? To expect that. And the way we expect that is that we understand that life storms are not meant to destroy us, but are there to show us where we are weak in our foundation, in our moral foundation, in our thought foundation, in our heart foundation, assessing those emotions and really just taking a deeper dive in who we are, what we believe. It's almost like a cocooning stage that I even gone through. And I mentioned that we take time to really reflect on things and to know that, again, it propels us that we are greater than our experiences. Storms, yes, there may be times where I feel upset and anger, but it's all to help mold me into who I am. And you'll learn more about that in principle number 5. Number 4, we have to cultivate our garden, our inner garden. Because people will drop seeds, just like birds drop seeds in your own garden, my garden. People will drop seeds, and you have to moderate those seeds because they will say, because you have been through this, that you must be like this. You must be hungry for love. You must be, starving for love. You must need this, and you are this because you went through this. You are not anything that someone says. You are what you want to be, desire to be. So often we get caught up in those opinions of others. I say research is important and it has its place, but no one said you had to be a statistic. You don't have to do that. You do not have to be a statistic. And so 5 is where we really go in and we see, because we've cultivated, we start to relook at our emotions. We start to look at anger and hatred, vengeance, resentment, all the one, shame. We start self-doubt. We start looking at those and know that they are not the means to an end. They're not the end emotions. What they are there for is data to help bring us on the other side of love, of forgiveness, of trusting ourselves and learning to trust that there is a higher power that is just, that is faithful, that is always there. And that we do not put our faith in people per se. We respect them. We have compassion for them, but we put our faith in something higher than us. And that is the source of life. That is our creator. And so then that's principle number 5, where we are harvesting our fruit. 4 is cultivating our true fruit. And 5 is harvesting our fruit. 6, I talked about yesterday, is seeking freedom. Forgiveness for me is more than just I forgive you, I forgive myself. It's how can I maintain that freedom mindset? How can I not let experiences define me? That they are there to help build me up. Every experience to me builds on itself, right? That there are lessons that we need to learn to carry us, put in our backpack for our earthly journey and carry us to our other places. 7 is today where we talk about gratitude. Gratitude for me, and people say, well, how can you be grateful? How can you find grateful things in experiences, right? Especially, this is Child Abuse Prevention Month. How can you be grateful for stuff? And I can give you one example before I get into it. My father was, he drank a lot. He physically, mentally, spiritually, emotionally abused my mother. And I made the decision that I did not want to drink I did not want to have alcohol as a major component of my life. See, from my father, I learned what not to do, who not to be, and who to be. Because I said, no, I'm not going to do that. This is who I'm going to do, what I'm going to do. I'm not going to drink and be addicted to alcohol. So I'm alcohol and drugs or whatever. I'm going to face my emotions, right? That's what I wanted. I'm going to be the parent that I need to be to my children to help them, because I don't want my children to feel like that. I don't want my children to question, why isn't my dad here? I knew my father wasn't here because of his choice. And I don't want my children ever thinking that I am not here because of them. And so with the abuse, I learned integrity. When the person denied that he abused me, I am grateful that I learned integrity and what that meant. My emotions and feelings, my pain became my greatest teachers, right? It became my greatest teacher. And so I learned the importance of speaking the truth. I learned the importance of being more than just religious, but being on a spiritual journey and seeking the truth. I am grateful that I have my body, that I have control of my body. I'm grateful I had children. I am grateful that I searched for love, that I didn't let the abuse define me in such a way that I did other things with my body. And it's not to negate anybody who has gone down different paths, but within our experience, we can find something that we are grateful for, even if it is being alive, even if it is having the right frame of mind. That is something to be grateful for. Even if it is having your legs and your arms, being able to feed yourself, being able to speak, being able to hear, being able to see, your heart is still working, it's still pumping blood. Even I know there are some people who have had panic attacks, since the abuse happened, whether usually sexual abuse or neglect or physical abuse. You have a heart that's still working. You have a digestive system that is still working. You're still getting the nutrients. You're still alive. And so I'm not forcing you to be grateful. I know gratitude is, for me, the foundation that helps to keep the inner fruits in, the fruit that you have, the spiritual fruit, the joy, the peace. It helps me to keep that and to ward off other things that want to try and come and take that away from me. So gratitude is that for me, and I walk in gratitude. I don't just wait till the nighttime or in the morning. I say it in the morning, I say it at night, I say it when I think about it, what I'm grateful for, because I prayed that God would remind me of things that I asked for. I asked him for. He would remind me of that so I can express gratitude. So I am grateful for being able to cook. I am grateful that I have 2 spiritual guardians to help them build their moral foundation, that I don't want them to go through what I went through. And so I list over in my manuscript, I think like 80, 90 things, or maybe 100 things that I am grateful for. And it is from the heart that I list these, because I know it could have been worse. And that is not to demean what I've been through. It is to realize that it could have been worse. It could have been worse. And for me, I'm holding on to what I have, to acknowledge what I have. And that's my story. That's who I am. That's how I look at it. And I pray that you will not only just sink into what was done to you, but really lift yourself up and help guard this temple, this vehicle for your message, your body, with gratitude. As often as it come to mind, express gratitude for what you have now. All right, this is Tamika Chambers. Find out more about me on tamikaschambers.com. Definitely subscribe, you guys. I just want to build a community that really believes that every life has purpose, that really believes we are not our experiences, and that we are here to do work, that life experiences do not define us, and we have work here to do. All right. And that you can heal from the inside out. All right. Talk to you guys soon. Bye.